Desmond Denton here, and I'm very excited to today just share a few thoughts, a few questions, and things that I've been wondering about. Just returned back to the United States of America after spending some time traveling, exploring, being in Russia, Moscow, St. Petersburg, Nizhny Novgorod, and just have a few exciting things to share and explore with you. Um, Visiting some incredible museums, churches, art galleries, I can't help but stop and wonder at the master, the artwork, the mastery, the craft, and exploring the lives of these artists. Um, in my series that I'm doing 24 about master artists around the world, Christian artists in specific, I really get to spend time and I'm blessed to meet these people, to explore their lives, their craft, their daily habits. And I wanted to share a thought that kind of came upon my mind. When you look at artworks such as what Michelangelo made with sculptures, the well-known quote that's often said is how he had to free the angel, how you have to cut away, how you have to remove marble for the figure to come to life. And how easy it is in our lives to, I want to say the opposite, to add, to have more projects, to be more busy, to keep on having more. And the story I want to share about this is just from a person that's in our series called Ariel. And at a very young age, he had a condition that he had to go to a special hospital in the countryside where he was bed strapped for 2 years. Wasn't allowed to run, not allowed to walk, nothing. His legs was up. So as a young boy, obviously you would imagine you want to run. You've got to want to be with your friends. Myself, I've been through a similar experience where I had a kidney operation at a young age, and I just understand how that felt, being strapped to a bed with needles and injections and all these things happening to you. And often one could look at it and be a victim and say, oh, this is horrible, this is so bad, so much was taken from you. But sometimes in this cutting away from, so much actually is revealed, so much more comes to it. Whether we look at biblical characters, we look at Moses, his time in the wilderness, a lot of times you look at even Jesus when you go to the desert, like in that space of what we see as nothing, we discover so much. So Ariel being stuck to the bed, literally lying there, and there was no TV back then. It wasn't that he had all forms of entertainment like we can just doom scroll nowadays, that you feel like you're doing a lot but nothing to show. He started sketching, and he started sketching a lot. And now, being one of the most well-known illustrators, having done incredible artwork that's on all kinds of products in passports of Norway and others, that skill came from a time of where things was taken from him. And it's such a special story for me just to share that. And I think it's so easy to consume, it's so easy to be busy, it's so easy to fill our lives with so much. Spoke to a friend yesterday at church, and he was just sharing in his own life, busy detoxing, and how incredible it is when you start cutting away, for example, all the excess sugars, all these things, and you bring it back, that you feel like, whoa, that's a lot. When you drink your first glass of Coke after a long time of not consuming it, you're like, this is so sweet. And I think it's important for us to look at the projects, look at your life, even look at your daily, hourly schedule, and come back to the basics, come back to what is important. It's very easy to get busy. It's very easy to have a lot of projects. Pascal said all of humans' problems comes from our inability to sit quiet in a room alone. I mean, I'm going through this also as well. Just returned to the US, sitting in the morning, closing my eyes, and just taking the time, trying to be quiet, trying to think about today and what needs to happen, what is important, whilst you've got clients, whilst you've got so much that needs to happen. Bruce Lee put it in this way, puts it as a craft instruction, not a daily increase, but a daily decrease, hacking away at the unessential. We have the well-known person, Saul, in the Bible, where Israel was fighting one of their enemies, and he was told to destroy all the loot, all the extras. And he, however, kept the best of his flock. And I'm not a theologian, I'm not a person who knows everything about anything, to be honest, but just a humble explorer. And in the story, we find that he didn't do this sacrifice, although he said that he did. He didn't follow. And what is interesting about this story, it wasn't junk. This was really good things, the best of the flock. And just in that same way, we can justify so many things, our projects, our time that we spend, the people that we call, the things that we do, and so easily have so much. But we have to understand that to obey is even better than sacrifice. The thing that we're sometimes asked to cut is not obvious waste, because it's easy to throw away the junk. But the things that matters to us, the things that we feel is good, the side passion, the opportunity that you're running after, and as artists, that could be many. So today I just want to kind of bring this thought and for you to think about, what is the things that you need to cut away from? What is the things that you need to have a single focus in our prayers, asking God, like, what is the thing today, this week, in my family, in my work, that I need to focus on? Going back again to the work of artists that I see, I can honestly have to say, it is incredible to have that discipline of focus, of cutting away, of having a single focus of what you're working on, a single focus of what you are creating. Look at your time, look at your schedule today, look at the priorities you've got, and just ask yourself, what is the things that I can and that I maybe need to cut away so that I really can produce the best results. Thank you so much. I'm excited to share more with you guys soon about our Project 24, more artists that's upcoming, more stories we wanted to tell. If you've got any questions, feel free to contact me.